Welcome to the Acker Awards. It's interesting that just now as we're starting, they're finishing up in New York City at the Orensons Foundation. So, just a few remarks. I'm not as well prepared as Nicole is. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, good evening. Due to the 3-hour difference tonight in New York City, Clayton Patterson, who co-founded the awards with me, will be winding up the New York presentations at the Orensons Foundation on Manhattan's Lower East Side. Even as here in San Francisco, we're only getting started. I just said that, didn't I? I was privileged to know Kathy Acker. We first met in New York City sometime in early 1990 at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe upstairs in the balcony, where we puppy kissed and blew smoke into each other's mouths, and later reconnected in San Francisco and hung out as friends. Kathy lived in the Haight-Ashbury, where we liked to meet and go to a certain Mexican-themed restaurant and cocktail lounge on Haight Street and talk about things like the fact that she was of German Jewish parentage, what that meant to her, all the implications for human relations and also language of anonymous internet chat room sex, or whatever latest political development had sparked her anger. At the heart of her and of her work was, I believe, a tragic punk expedition into the Minotaur's cave of loneliness and outrage as a woman of astonishing brilliance living in a male-dominated world of sexism, racism, and classism. But she was not helpless in the face of that injustice. For Kathy, though the world was a badly written, humorless book, grounded in false premises and needing to be torn down to its essence and rebuilt, she was, and even in death continues to be, an inspiring example to many, both men and women. A world-class writer and an outspoken intellectual who constantly delved into meanings, tearing away the outer layers, peering inside into the darkest depths of a person or politics or a book or the world. But also, she was a girl. She rode a motorcycle and worked out with weights and talked tough and could kick your ass. But she was a girl, and a very beautiful one. Those who knew her well can attest she had a tender heart and was incredibly generous if she thought you were not full of shit, or were, but at least could cop to it. We collaborated together on something called Wordland, a monthly spoken word event held at the Women's Building, and she helped out with a magazine of underground Jewish culture called Dafka that I launched in the mid-90s. And we later flew together to the Berlin Jewish Cultural Festival, where we appeared with Allen Ginsberg. When she died, I was, like many who knew her, heartbroken.